So the Indiana Fever are playing all but 5 of their games in NBA arenas. And not only that, I think this has to be taken into account as well, in full NBA arenas. And this is going to be a huge advantage for the Indiana Fever. And if you guys didn't think about it like this, or you guys just want to subscribe to the channel, subscribe. We are trying to hit 57,850 by the end of the day. We're trying to hit 58K by the start of the expansion draft a week from yesterday in 6 days. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. We got to talk, though, about this right here. We have got to talk about the fact that the Fever are playing pretty much all of their games in NBA arenas. And full NBA arenas at that, because there are certain teams where this is a big time advantage for. Yes, there are teams like the Golden State Valkyries. The Golden State Valkyries play every game in a full NBA arena. No question about that. Shout out Golden State Valkyries. They are a team that has a huge fan base, but they play every game in a massive NBA arena. The not the Mystics, the she's blanked on the Sky don't play in like 7,000 seats as 10,000 seat arena. The Liberty play in a full NBA arena, and obviously the Aces games and the Sun games, I think, are the ones that aren't in NBA arenas, because there's none in Vegas and there's none in Connecticut. Or maybe, are they playing in Boston this year? I don't know. I really don't know. But either way, it is like the Fever are used to playing in these big arenas. Some teams aren't. Some teams genuinely aren't. And I think that it's one of these things where it gives the Fever a massive, and I mean massive, advantage in some of these games. Because a lot of people, again, are going to be saying, oh, like, it doesn't really matter because everybody's playing in the same arena. But you better believe it matters. Like, it really, really matters. Because at the same time, you might be saying, oh, everybody's playing in these same arenas. The Fever are used to it. The Fever are used to playing with 15,000 people. And not only are the Fever used to playing with 15,000 people, the odds are, if there's 20,000 people there and the team normally has 4,000 people at a game, at least 10,000 of the fans are going to be there for the Indiana Fever. And that's something that a lot of people don't realize, is that, oh, as much as it is, like, not every game is a home game, but nearly every one of these games are home game. The reason why a team who gets 3,000 people at a game are able to sell out 20,000 seats is because of Caitlin Clark and fans of Caitlin Clark's team. It's as simple as that. That is why they're able to sell so many tickets. And if we're being honest here, that's how they sell so many tickets, but it's also a case that is like that they're going to be Fever fans. So it's not going to be all home fans. So a lot of these teams have to be ready for a lot of fans of other teams. Even a team like the Minnesota Lynx, we have seen it. If Minnesota Lynx already play in an NBA arena, but they don't open the upper bowl. They open the upper bowl when Caitlin Clark is there. And that's one of the things, again, that people just don't think about when they're talking about, like, the advantages, some advantages that the teams like Fever have in home court. We saw it last year. We saw it a couple of years ago, even in college, when, like, the situation was never too big for Iowa, because Iowa played in front of 15,000 people at every single game. Carver Hawkeye Stadium sold out the arena every single game. So because they were selling out so much, the stage was never too big for Iowa. They were always capable of stepping up. It didn't really matter, especially after 2 years of it. Yes, maybe like when they lost in the tournament at home to Creighton. Yeah, that was a bad one. Losing to what's her name? Jensen. I don't know. Is it Olivia Jensen? I don't know. But losing to her hitting a game winner was heartbreaking. After that, Obviously, what the Iowa Hawkeyes did was unbelievable. And even I know they lost 2 championship games. Like, they didn't falter under pressure. Like, they just didn't have enough size to deal with Camila Cardoso. They just didn't. It's as simple as that. They didn't have enough size to deal with Camila Cardoso. And South Carolina were just able to rotate defenders on Caitlin. And it just tired her out. 18 in the first quarter. But, like, she just got tired. Like, it's as simple as that. Like, they tired Caitlin out pretty quickly. And it was a really rough day at the office for her for 3 quarters after an unbelievable first. And then the LSU year, I mean, same situation. Like, Carson didn't miss for a game, and Sedano went into early foul trouble, and Addie O'Grady's not very good. So, like, that mattered too. But yeah, look, it is all around. That is an advantage for the Fever. And also it shows people are still who are done 5. I think it's just because there's no NBA arenas. 5 games, not 5 teams. I'm guessing it's Vegas and Connecticut. How these Vegas games, Vegas have a no refund policy if she misses the games. Yeah, that was one of the things last year where you're like, she actually freaking missed a lot of these games. And a lot of the times, not like there was a lot of people at these games still last year. Like, if you didn't see last year, like, they were still, against Dallas, they were still selling out the games without Caitlin. Because people were buying the tickets. People were buying the tickets. Which is which is something that, I mean, the fact is people cared enough that they weren't going to waste their tickets. But obviously, I don't know if these people would have bought the tickets if they knew Caitlin Clark wasn't playing. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I think the Fever are in a massively advantageous position playing these games in big arenas. Because not only that, you've got a player that feeds off the crowd. You have a player in Caitlin Clark who, by the way, feeds off a crowd against her as well. Like, you've seen it at times in college when the crowd is against her stepping up. She's that type of player where it's like she feeds off crowd energy, positive or negative. And that gives the Fever a huge advantage when that is your best player. However, again, if your coach doesn't want any of that, your coach doesn't want you to feed off the crowd energy, maybe Stephanie White doesn't. Maybe Stephanie White's not the biggest fan of that because, I don't know, based on everything we've just seen, it seems like Stephanie White is a fan of what she believes she could turn Caitlin Clark into, not a fan of Caitlin Clark by everything. Like, I think she's probably a fan of her skill set and thinks she could turn her into a different type of player. I don't know if she's a fan of Caitlin Clark, the player that currently exists. But yeah, that is again a statement. A big word think there. Big word think. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys think this is an advantage for the Fever, or do you guys think, I know, the other teams will step up in big crowds? Because sometimes that happens too. But anyway, I'll see you guys.